Welcome back to another episode of Armchair Author Chats. I'm your host, Rita Slanina, and today we have the amazing J.M. Celi returning from last season. And remember we were talking last season? He said he was working on something. It's out. The follow-up to Vampire. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Okay. I want to give it a tiny blurb before I give it away to him, right? Plotting a murder isn't something in Lisa Cooper's wheelhouse. Vampire or not, she's no assassin. Yet, the vampire lord of the New England bleed must be destroyed. As long as he exists, Lisa's loved ones are in danger. Let's bring him on. J.M. Celi, welcome back to the show. How are you?
I'm doing really well. It's great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, you know it. Couldn't let another season go by without you returning. And I told you last season, I'm like, you're coming back because you teased us with this. This Easter egg last time.
Yes.
So give us your book pitch, but do it like you're talking to your bestie who hates spoilers.
Okay, so you recap a little bit of the blurb, which is really the essence of what this is about. Lisa Cooper is plotting a murder. If you remember, if you don't know, Lisa Cooper is my vampire protagonist. This is the second book in the series, and she is plotting against the Lord of the New England Bleed. He's kind of the boss of the New England territory. And she doesn't have enough power to take him on because her shtick is kind of staving off her curse, so she doesn't fall down and lose her soul. And so she needs to find another way to destroy him. She's going to go to Ireland to seek out some sort of mysterious power. She's not even sure what it is. Bulk of this book actually takes place in Ireland. She runs into all sorts of mayhem and danger. There's a werewolf pack. There's other nastiness that I don't want to spoil. But she winds up in trying to avoid losing herself down that dark spiral. She puts herself in a position where she may lose her soul after all.
Ooh, Lisa, girl! I love this character so much. You did such an amazing job developing like the essence of who she is in the first book. So just so you know, I'm a fan already. So
Nice.
So what's the most chaotic way this story came to you? Dream, shower thought, total accident?
You know, it's a sequel, so I kind of knew where I wanted to go with it. But a lot of the scenes kind of came to me by way of music. Like I'd listen to a song, and sometimes it was like a really upbeat song. It might be like a fight scene. And I'd imagine these scenes, and that's sort of how the story got built in some places where I was thinking, oh yeah, then she's going to do this.
Oh, I love when that happens.
Yeah, I can fix the soundtrack a little bit, you know?
Ooh, I love that. So which character would you never want to get stuck in an elevator with, and why?
So I can't reveal who he is, but he's basically the big bad villain in Ireland. And I would be killed immediately.
Oh, wouldn't stand a chance, huh?
Yeah, I would be like, what floor? I'm dead. You wouldn't even have a conversation.
And if you guys want to know who that big bad villain is, you're going to have to get the book.
Yeah, I would just die quickly. Be like, you want me to hold the... No? Dead.
I love it. Well, I don't want you dead. I don't want that part. We'll stay away from that guy.
Yeah.
Let's let Lisa handle it.
He's real bad news. He's like the antithesis of Lisa. He's everything Lisa is not.
Oh, what a great dynamic. I love it. Writers are a quirky bunch. What's your most embarrassing or possibly ridiculous writing habit?
I don't know how ridiculous is, but I always try to update my outline as I go, which feels like it doesn't make sense because I'm an animal plotter, so I have an outline, And then sometimes if my book kind of meanders away from what I had originally thought I was going to do, like I start pantsing, which I do. I think we all have to pants.
I'm a pantser, like
right. Otherwise, your outline would be your manuscript. You can't think of everything, right? So
Right.
you have to pant. But then what I do is I go, oh, that changed, and I go back and I revise my outline. And I kind of do that for future me, so that if I go back and read and I go, oh, I did this now instead. But to be honest with you, I've never gone back and reread parts that I've outlined that I've already written. So it's kind of like a waste of my time, but I still do it anyway.
I think that could be ridiculous, right? Because you're like, I'm doing it. I'm going through these
I'm
motions, but
doing it for nobody, not even myself.
maybe it's just that exercise helps with the trigger for you to the writing. It must be something internal.
I keep telling myself that. I don't know, but I still do it.
Maybe not. We don't know.
It's like my water bad habit.
Gosh, I'm so envious. I wish I could plot. I do reverse storyboards, so I'm a pantser all the way. I may have an idea in my head what's going on, but personally I'll just start going, and then after the fact I have to write it down. I'm a mess. I have the whole chaotic thing going on in the background. There's like string theory and note cards, different colors.
That's awesome. But if it works, it works. You know?
Yeah, but it's all in the back end. Because if I did it at the front, I love that you plot ahead of time. I just wish I could do it. I would be done with the book. I'd go, oh, I plotted it. It's done. I love that. So did your book ever completely betray you? Like, I don't know, a plot twist, a character rebellion, or maybe a deadline disaster?
So not this book, not the sequel, The Unlife of Lisa Cooper, Vengeance. Because like I said, it's a sequel. I kind of knew where it was going to go. But I am working on a one right now where the side character became the main character. And then I was going to do like a dual POV with the original main character and the new main character was the side character. And then I realized that I don't need the original main character at all. Well, she's in it, but she's not. She becomes a side character. So I kind of swapped places, these two characters, and I'm rewriting like the first 6 chapters of this book.
And that is kind of a betrayal, right? Because you went into it thinking one was doing one thing, but really they were just in each other's shoes.
And the outline and everything. And I'm going through it and I'm thinking, this is clunky. And I now that I'm revising it, it's much cleaner and all the cool stuff happens sooner. So I get quicker payoffs and the reader gets those moments of like, ooh, you know.
I like when those beats hit sometimes a little early, because then it can really propel through the middle, which, as writers, our muddy middle is always so fun. What's the one moment on your publishing journey that made you think, oh no, or, ooh, oh yes?
Oh yeah, it was when I started doing book shows. So when, there'd be some sort of event, like you set up a table and you have your books, right? And when I started, when I sell something on Amazon, I don't get to see a person buying my book and reading the blurb and having a reaction to it, and then, buying, clicking add to basket or whatever. But when you're in person with someone, you get to interact with them. You talk to them, they read the back of your book, and then they're like, oh yeah, I want this book. And that is such a feeling, because you're there with them in that moment. And
it's connection.
Like, yeah.
It's like beyond the page.
And taking his blood, but then giving him some advice, like, what are you doing going to clubs for? You should meet a nice girl and find someone with your interests, someone that's into these things. And, she's referencing his posters and stuff. And it was a quick little scene that led into this next plot that Lisa had to deal with, but I put it in for flavor. And this particular reader was like, I loved that, and I was like, all right, great.
Thus scary.
Yeah.
mash up your story with any other author's universe, whose world would collide with yours?
Oh, for me, that's easy. That would be the Iron Druid series, the World of the Iron Druid by Kevin Hearn. Big influence on me. His books have been huge influence on me. So that would be awesome. I would love for Lisa Cooper to meet like Atticus or something.
That would be so fun. You can imagine oh, I like that. Which book from your childhood still lives rent free in your head and maybe inspired you more than you realize?
Childhood. You know, we're gonna go way back then. I would have to say the monster at the end of this book. I don't know if you know it. It's got Grover from Sesame Street, right? It's a classic. And
I love it.
What really stuck with me with this book is that it was immersive and it worked with the reader like, oh no, don't turn the page. You turn the page. And I don't know, maybe like Never Ending Story, that book, where it interacted with the reader. It's such an amazing storytelling device. I mean, it's a children's book, but if you think about it,
It's a way to draw the child into wanting to read and getting excited about, don't turn the page. No, you turn the page. And what do kids love? Like the excitement, right? You're like, oh, no. And I could totally see why that has stuck with you for sure. I love that book, by the way. I remember that one.
I'd love to pull off that trick as an adult.
You might be able to. Well, you have page turning writing in these books. Like, you're amazing at being able to get, at least me anyway, to flip that page like feverishly. So
But finding a way to insert the reader, an adult reader, into a book.
yeah, I like
now
that.
you're reading the story and you're part of the story somehow.
Well,
That's
I'm gonna challenge you to do that.
Yeah, no.
Let's just do like a story challenge.
Yeah.
Let's practice. See if we can do it.
Yeah.
Would be hard too. No, I'm like,
I don't know if
yours
would want that.
I'm like, what? How would we? Don't turn the page.
On the page.
There may be somewhere to shop there, I mean, I'm just picking shopping because I like shopping. So oh no, Amazon's Prime's coming up. You might want to go, nope. And I'll go, oh, there it is. Right. Yes, please.
That would be fun.
So say you're hosting a chaotic dinner party with 3 of your characters. What's on the menu and who flips the table first?
Well, I think blood's on the menu. I'll eat ahead of time. Probably who flips the table is this vampire named Kenneth. He's the Lord of Connecticut, and he's impetuous enough that he wouldn't be able to govern his emotions or anger if he was pushed. And that usually gets him into a lot of trouble.
I can see how that could happen. So looking back, I love this question, by the way. I've been asking all of our authors this season this question, and great answers. No pressure, Jamie. What is the worst writing advice you've ever gotten, and how did you ignore it? See, fun question.
Okay, the worst writing advice I've ever heard actually came from Stephen King. But it's the worst writing advice for me, but it was probably great writing advice for any pantser. And Stephen King said, don't write anything down. That's a way to keep a notebook full of bad ideas. I'm a plotter. I have to write things down. I can't do what King. Yeah.
I know the other one he says is like writing every day or sit and write for hours a day or something like that. It's another one he said. But yeah, don't write anything down. That's good for me. But for you, you're like, no, I got to write it down or it's just not happening. Yeah. So
Writing
writing
advice is weird. There is no one size fits all writing advice for every author. You do what works for you. Some people like to do scene cards and string theory and stuff like that. Some people do outlines. Some people do scene cards. Some people just pants everything and don't even think about it until they get there. Whatever works for you, you should do.
And that's great advice for anyone watching. Don't get hung up on one particular advisory because it like James said, it just might not work for you, and you're beating your head against the wall trying to figure it out. Like, well, this is what it said to do, and it's not working because it's not for you. Do a different writing advice or tactic or trick or tip would be for you, and just keep plugging away.
Yep.
So before we wrap, what project are you working on right now that you're secretly or not so secretly obsessed with, which we may have touched on before we started? Here?
It's it's a story about it's not Lisa Cooper. It's another whole other project, and it's when I finish it, I want to query on it, see if I can get an agent to pick it up. But the premise is basically a group of immortals who all have one thing in common. They've all been screwed over in some way by the Greek gods, and they've had enough. And they're going to take a stand and start killing Olympians.
I'm on the waiting list. I want to read that. I just watched, I don't know if you've seen it, but this last, I want to say 2024 came out, Chaos. It was Chaos with you did see it. And they were wrapping it. They weren't bringing it back another season. I was so stinkered out because I was waiting and waiting, and it's about Greek mythology, you guys. If you're not sure, that's the series, and it has the guy from Jurassic Park. What's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, and he
plays
Zeus. Zeus, yes, he does. Who's of course married to his sister, what's her name that plays his wife? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. It's not Kate Blanchett. It's someone else. Stinkers. Well, it doesn't matter, you guys. Anyway. Oh, that's so good. That would be a good, I'm in.
Yeah.
If you need a beta reader or anything to read on it, just email me.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I love Greek mythology and all that stuff. I love that stuff. Don't know why, but
Awesome.
You heard it here first, you guys. The next book is going to be great. So if your writing voice had a catchphrase, what would it be?
Ooh. If my writing voice had a catchphrase, I'd say it's okay to take breaks.
I like that because I think we can get stuck, right?
Yeah.
And just not get up. I'm guilty. Yeah. How do you get yourself to do that?
I listen to my kind of head when I feel like if I'm not in the mood to write, I try not to force myself to write, because that's a recipe for burning out for me. Margaret Atwood, who wrote Handmaid's Tale, she said, power, what did she say? Something, power through the woods, something about the woods, but basically power through it. And if you don't want to write, just put, bull through. And if that works for you, great. Doesn't work for me. If I tried to bulldoze my way through when I didn't feel like writing, I would just be in a bad place and I'd burn out.
I share that with you. I agree.
Yeah.
Which fictional character would you most want to share a bottle of wine or coffee or whatever drink of choice with?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd probably go with like someone like Han Solo from Star Wars.
That's good. With mead, I think they have mead in the Star Wars world, right? Star Wars
Yeah,
world.
space meat, sure.
Space mead. And if your antagonist had their own spin-off, what genre would it be? Rom-com, horror, reality TV?
Oh, horror. Absolutely horror. Yeah.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Would you rather your book becomes a bestseller but gets a terrible movie deal, or becomes a cult classic with the perfect adaptation?
Oh, cult classic with a great yeah, oh yeah, I'd love that. That'd be
Yeah,
great.
same. I love that too. And let's see. And if your book, so last one, I promise, I won't keep you any longer.
Okay.
If your book had an end credits song, what's playing as the screen fades to black?
Oh, so this is Lisa's sequel. It would be Painted Black by the Rolling Stones.
It's perfect too because Vengeance, the title of the sequel. Like, I just love that. Okay, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Jamie, so much.
Thank you.
So, where can we tell our viewers where can we find your latest release, Vengeance, the sequel to the Unlife of Lisa Cooper, and where we can connect with you on social media and all the places, all the things.
Yeah, my books are available wherever you like to buy your books. I'm on Amazon or bookshop.org. If you want to go to your indie bookstore, they can order it for you wherever you like to buy books. So Vengeance, the second book in the Unlife of Lisa Cooper series. The first one is called Conviction. And you can follow me on multiple social media platforms. Best way to find me is on jmceli.com. That's jmceli.com. And I'm very active on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky these days. Although I do Instagram, I just don't do a lot of chatting.
Instagram? I do Instagram. I don't really do a lot of Instagram. I get it.
Yeah, I post pictures, but I don't really like chat back and forth a whole lot.
It's kind of interesting. I think Instagram is just set up not really, it's hard to interact that way, to be fair. Right? Like you'd have to DM all the time, which I think they're trying to encourage. That's a whole other topic conversation here. I'm not even gonna go there anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Jamie. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
having you. You guys go buy book 1, book 2. This is a great series. I'm enjoying it. You're amazing. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Thank you.